So this is a quick 3-minute video to discuss the implications of COVID-19 on the Innovation for Social Change projects. Essentially just providing teacher sponsors some information on how they can support students with the ISC during distance learning. Essentially the most important thing right now is to avoid misinformation. And so this video is really to just address some of the frequently asked questions around what's happening to the ISC right now so that we as teachers can all be communicating the same thing to students. So one question that you might hear come up is the ISC canceled? No, we are continuing to stay the course. ISC teachers are holding classes as normal within the framework of distance learning, of course, providing theory and practice for students. Students are still working on products and development of their innovations and ideas through distance learning. Then a student might ask you, well, is it eventually going to be canceled? No. It may be modified. There's absolutely a reality where we modify what the ISC looks like, and it may look different than years prior, but the entire cancellation of the project is not something that's on the table. It's not the plan. So encourage students to stay the course, continue developing their ideas. Another question that might then come up is, well, when will it be decided if there are modifications? So really the determination of what modifications we make is really up to the universe and the development of COVID-19 within the city and within the country of Colombia. However, there is a point where we will evaluate at the 2-week mark from the launch of distance learning, which is going to be March 30th. There'll be a meeting that I'll be holding to evaluate really the national reality in the face of COVID, talking to leadership and making some informed decisions around where we are as a country in terms of the response to the virus. And then from that point, we'll make informed decisions on whether or not ISC modifications need to happen. At this point, how are students working with their companies? Virtually. An official communication is being sent to all professional sponsors this Friday, March 20th, to communicate where we as a school are in relationship to distance learning, the implications this has for the ISC, to just let companies know what decisions have been made and what it looks like for us as a school, since we already had gone through the phase of companies signing contracts, partnering with students, and so we want to make sure that it's important that I communicate to the companies what happens now. However, the main thing that will be in that communication is that we're encouraging students to stay the course. We're going to be supporting them virtually, and we encourage them as well to meet with students virtually in whatever capacity that they can. So essentially, what can you do now is avoid the spreading of misinformation by sticking to the messages in this document or in this video, as well as in the written document. The document is there, so you don't have to rewatch the video. If you have a question, there is a written document on the webpage. Just encourage positive thinking. Remind students that the ISC won't be canceled. Yes, it may be modified, but their hard work all year won't go to waste, and there will be a project. It might look different than the years past, but there still will be a project. And you can also just reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you don't know the answer to something, just encourage students to reach out to their ISC teachers, to myself or Caitlin or Zunika. Thank you so much for all your hard work and your support as a teacher sponsor.